If you, if you don't say so yourself. Mm. Is that what we're calling it? Okay. Gobble day is better. Oh, ooh. Is that on gobble? Yeah, that's true. It's still on board. Oh, la 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 la, as they say. Oh, is that back? Is that back? Is that back? Because like when Me Too was popping off, I brought the mistletoe to the office and it was did not go well. Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't actually do that. I used to get anxious around the mistletoe. Like, dude, I know, dude. Like, yeah, Cinderella type shit. What about like a mistletoe tat like on your throat? Yo, is that mistletoe? Is that mistletoe? Oh, if you were an elf, did I ever tell you when I was in the group Buddhist therapy and we were going around and everybody was like talking about like themselves or whatever for like what was going on. Short King was there and he just goes, and it's around this time of the year when this is happening, and he's like, and I'm a fucking elf and I can't work. And I was like, what? This guy just called himself an elf? I was like, I did not know that that was okay. But I realized what he was saying is that this would be the type of time of year where he would be working as an elf, and because of something that was going on in his life. Yeah, and it wasn't an elf strike; it was like a personal issue. Oh yeah, that is true. That is true. Oh, the short strike. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sad elf. Yeah, it was chill. Yeah, had the whole family was there. Got a good family photo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anybody get fired? Did you get fired? Is that what they do at the raffle? Okay. All right. What? It's in my trunk right now. How many people could like were putting their tickets in there? Because like, what am I gonna do? I guess like I have the space for it, I think. Just doing it. Did you show him? Did you show him? Did you show him the matchstick on tattoo on your wrist? Like when you hit the second one, you're like, yo, I'm rolling. Roll that basket. Well, why you brought it up? But tragic ending. I mean, that is the Godfather, the drama, the trilogy, it, the oh, what's chopped cheese then, man? Yeah, is that not Italian food? Yeah, now it is. That's what I'm saying. Black people selling Italian food. No, I think that didn't. I think the Chinese invented pasta. That's what I heard. Right. Well, I should say noodle. The noodle. What are you gonna do with that? Hell yeah. One time I had a Visa gift card. This was like, I don't know, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And I went to the grocery store, Vaughn's, uh, was purchasing condoms, used my Visa gift card, and the clerk, this lady, gave me shit about spending my Visa gift card on condoms. What? What are you kidding? Like, what am I supposed to spend that? It's supposed to. The whole point is like it acts like cash. No, how many Visa gift cards am I gonna have to buy if I don't get the condoms? You know what I'm saying? I'm investing that money. What do you mean? Okay, but like you're gonna give me shit though as the clerk. Like, how about just keep it to yourself? Not a pallet. I didn't spend all $50 or whatever the fuck it was. I just was part of it was part of a purchase. Yeah. Well, guess what? I'll never buy condoms at a grocery store again. CVS though has the lockdown. Like, they have like butt plugs and shit, like just like in an aisle, like and like a lot of like different sex toys. Like CVS is like progressive in the sex category, and the condoms are, yeah, no big deal there. Nobody's giving you shit. Yeah, start paying your boys. Like seriously, like they have a wide variety of sex toys. Probably. No, it's like labeled as like like backside fun and shit. No, nobody's stealing these. Nice packaging. I don't know. Yeah, shout out. Well, we'll see. Like you should like you should document your journey like a basic bro, a basic bruh. Uh, like you got yeah, you got yeah, yeah. Let's go, dude. Let's get the content rolling. See, that's what you duh. Well, then guess what? Well, maybe, but guess what? But then then they have a 200-pound pizza oven in the trunk of their car that they don't know what to do with, and it's off your hands, and like it's a blessing. So it's like you'll have the pizza oven as long as you need it, and then somebody will steal it, and you'll be thankful. But I will say, Jippy Kibble, he got a pizza oven, changed his life, dude. He just started having people over. He started making pizzas, and now he's friends with Brad Pitt. Yeah, R.I.P. Pour one out. Uh, dude, I've got a whole Herman Cain rap song, dude. Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm the Godfather. Like, like I was like, women want my name. Like, they get on the Cain train. Remember, because they were calling it the Cain train whenever he was running for president. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm the Godfather, leaving shorties hot and bothered. Boom, there it is. Godfather's pizza reference. You good, bro? Oh, well, we can get to therapy questions.
Hey, there we go. Are you there? Talk. Say something.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out,
okay.
shout out, shout out.
Okay, you're good. That's fucking
Okay,
weird.
well, before therapy questions, Syrian wars popped off. Ukraine, Zelensky's talking about negotiating a deal. Cash Patel just got hacked by the Iranians. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Just throwing some South Korean president declared
Yeah,
martial
that
law
shit.
today.
That shit.
Shit, like
And everyone was like, "Fuck that."
yeah, and then Congress, like their parliament, like has like a they have a rule like if they just get like a majority of the Congress, basically their equivalent of, to say no martial law, then it's overturned, and so they just went and did that.
It was
Now they're that
190 to 0.
yeah, and so
Everyone was like,
now they're
"No,
gonna
bro."
impeach him. Yeah, this guy's got an approval rating of less than. 20% already, like before this shit happened.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
Yeah,
Why?
that's a dry run for Trump right there.
Dude, just to declare we're declaring martial law. Everyone was like, "No, fuck that." And then so the supposedly, allegedly on X, because you never fucking know. But there was like people, citizens keeping the army out because the army was trying to get into parliament, and there was like pushing
Right.
and
They
shoving
were,
out
yeah. Well,
front.
like they were like, yeah, they were trying to block members of parliament from going into their job. It's like, no, you can't do that.
That's crazy.
I know. It's fucking chaos, bro.
Kim Jong Un was just like watching that from afar, like,
Yeah.
crazy.
That guy just didn't know what to do, dude. And like his whole like cabinet is like riddled with corruption, and he's got like no approval, and he can't, and he's trying to get like dumb shit done, and the parliament won't let him, and so then he's just like, oh, martial law, and now I can get shit done. It's like, nah, now you're impeached.
Yeah, you're gone. Okay, bye, boy, bye. Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah. So
Not a
that
smart
all
move.
that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not smart.
All right. Would you like to go into therapy questions?
Yeah, thank. Therapy questions. Therapy question number one. What is your favorite and least favorite Thanksgiving dish?
My favorite, which we didn't have, probably like mac and cheese, if that
That doesn't
qualifies.
really, no, that doesn't, that's just universal
Okay,
side dish.
fine.
What? Mac and cheese?
The stuffing, man.
Stuffing?
Yeah,
Okay. And then
like
that's your
and
favorite?
your boy was in charge of carving the turkey because I'm a
Oh,
man. I'm a man. But no, I don't know what that means. But I think that is
didn't
why I
let
was given the task.
didn't let braids slice
No,
that.
bro,
Anyway,
dude,
shout out
dude.
braids. Shout out
By the
braids.
way,
I miss
Briggs,
braids.
my brother, dude, doesn't know how to cut a tomato. It's insane. Like it is like a person who is a special needs person who like sociopathic. It's like, why are you cutting it that way? And he eats a ton of like fruits because he's healthy, and it's just insanity, dude. It's like if he only uses half of it, you can't use the other half because it is done.
It's just
So he's not in charge
butchered.
of not anything like that. Plus,
Okay.
it's to chefAndy@AOL.com. You know
Damn,
what I'm
that's
saying?
got to be rough. We've seen you cut a tomato, and you're not allowed to cut dinner.
It's
That's such a leap.
didn't even have to say it to him.
He's just like, yeah, I get it,
He
guys.
just knows.
He just sits
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
It's like I'll go last. I'll go
yeah.
last.
Sit down like Drake and Degrassi.
I'll go down. I'll sit. I'll sit, you guys.
Yeah.
I feel like Aubrey.
But so my point is though, I was carving it, and my mom had left the stuffing in the turkey, didn't tell me. But we figured it out. But so then there was like stuffing there left over that was cooked with the turkey that like your boy got like to eat, and I was like, that's the best one.
So you like the internal
Yeah,
stuffing guts? Okay, all right.
it's like actual, just like it's just stuffing that my mom put in there.
No,
It's
I
not
know,
like
I know,
okay.
I know. What's your least favorite?
Uh, Cranberry sauce.
Well,
Okay, like
is it
that.
like
Because
the
do you remember
is
that?
it canned cranberry sauce or is
I
it
don't
just
give a fuck what it is.
because cranberry sauce ain't that bad?
I'm not fucking with it. I don't know. I haven't ate cranberry sauce since I was born, so I wouldn't know.
Oh wow, that's impressive. You've avoided it for that long.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of people don't like it, and it can be weird if someone makes it from scratch. I prefer the like give me the shit in the can with the ridges, so I can just cut myself a perfect slice and be like, all right, I'm good. I'm not like going ham on the cranberry sauce, but that's not the worst. But whenever someone tries to make it and they're like, I mashed up these cranberries myself, I'm like, this shit's gonna taste terrible. It's just going to.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be that same consistency. This is like borderline mashed up fruit roll up that's like re-solidified and it tastes like cranberry. Like I mean that sounds gross, but I'm
No,
kind
that sounds better to me than what I think
but
it is.
but like I'm kind of into it, and whatever that pile of shit is
'Cause I'll fuck with the fruit roll up.
with like mashed up red orbs, like I'm good on that. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Thank you for putting in the time for me to decline. Um, my favorite I'm not big because I don't really like Thanksgiving food, so I'm super weird. Like, no,
You
I'm
put this
serious.
shit in here.
I know, but it's all about the discussion. Obviously, it's because like so your mac and cheese would be like rolls for me because like there's just unlimited rolls. Like I love rolls already, but Thanksgiving it's just like stacked, bro. There's just like rolls everywhere. You can't escape them. It's perfect.
It's like a strip club in Atlanta.
Yeah, green bean casserole is really good. I feel like everybody holds back. I think kids and people would like green beans more if you just made green bean casserole. But you gotta fuck around and act like you want to serve me green beans some other way and get too creative.
Dude,
Just put it
no,
in
bro.
some.
I make the best green beans.
They can be good. I'm just saying green bean casserole is one of those peak green bean dishes. It's only really made once a year, and it's kind of
I think
whack
if
for
all you
kids.
gotta
If you
do is
want,
season them right, bro, and then it's like, oh yeah, sautéed, boom, done. All kids would like it.
no, they're gonna be like, fuck that. What are that? Green beans? This
Fucking eat it
green
and then
ass
ask me for
giant.
more. Eat it
Where is it?
because you're greedy.
Why is there this wild ass green giant on this can, Mom? I'm uncomfortable.
I'm not
Is
using
it?
canned green beans.
Yeah, you are. Come
No,
on
I'm
now.
not. Get
Come
the
on
fuck
now.
out of
Come
my face.
on now.
Oh, oh.
Well, where do you go? What
I'm
is it
out here in
called?
California, dude. We feed the world, the breadbasket of the nation.
They're not the homeless that are right down the street, but we feed the world,
We do.
dog. I know you do. But green bean casserole. And right now, I mean, turkey's been on point because it's always people are doing this wild like Cajun deep fried rub, where it's just like, damn, bro, this is like fried chicken. This is fucking fantastic.
Oh, what was yours? Was it deep fried?
Yeah, it was like someone
Oh,
like
how many
deep.
turkeys did you have? Yeah, like work turkey,
No, no, just one.
worky.
No, no worky,
Mm.
no worky, but
I
just
trademark
one.
that.
Least favorite sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are fucking weird. I just don't get into it.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
mean,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
Good
just like a
point. Good
big,
point.
it's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
like slop pot that I gotta put whipped marshmallows on to make it not and like it's gonna make it look better. It just looks fucking worse.
I don't even fuck with like sweet potato fries.
Me neither. I've had some good sweet potato fries every once in a while, but I just don't fuck with them. It's a whole
It
nother
just makes
mode.
me. I'm just looking at them, wondering why it's not a normal fry.
Yeah, I'm like, why is this sweet?
I can't get over why like I wouldn't just be eating actual fries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm like this color should be a little different.
we didn't need to fuck with the actual fry.
And salt, oh, and like regular fries, I can put salt on them and they're better. You put salt on sweet potato fries, it ain't gonna help that much. At some point, it's too much. Then when they're like, ooh, these are like salty seasoned sweet potato fries, no one's ever said that in their life. They're like,
That doesn't sound terrible.
but they're never as crispy as they should be. So,
Oz,
so they're like, they don't come out the same.
no, get them out of my face.
Like, wait,
Yams, and don't forget these are yams, and they just had a like as you call it a white boy rebrand, and then now they're sweet potatoes, and and there it is, bro. And then all of a sudden they're just marketed like boom boom. But when they were called yams, nobody fucked with them.
yeah, like I used to know someone who wouldn't drink milk because they couldn't, but then they'd make cook with like vanilla almond milk bullshit and anything that they make cookies, it just didn't taste the same. I was like, nah, bruh, you need like real milk, fat in this motherfucker. I don't care if you're gonna get like diarrhea or whatever, bubble guts, whatever's going on.
Oh, really? Really? You're saying don't even worry about your lactose?
If you're making cookies, then what are you doing? Why are you even quit? Like you need to give it up. You're like that guy who like doesn't drink, but he hangs out at the bar every night and drinks like Caliber.
What's wrong with that, bro?
You're just asking for trouble, man.
Nah.
Just if you don't like it, just don't hang out at the bar.
What if I like to hang out at the bar?
I mean, I guess that'd be. I don't know why that'd be appealing if you're not drinking. For me, but I don't really go that often, so
I don't either, but I enjoy it. When I
that
go
would be
out.
with people. That's what I'm saying. But if you're just
Yeah.
in there by yourself every day drinking
No.
drinking non-alcoholic beer, they'd be like, "Bruh, there's like a diner down the street." Like
No.
that'd be a little much. That's sociopathic behavior. Like I think
I mean, I don't know. Maybe like yeah,
He's
yeah.
here every night and doesn't talk to anybody, and he just
Yeah. That is weird.
he's just drinking non-alcoholic beer and watches and plays Golden Tee by himself. Like I think he's if he hasn't murdered somebody yet, he's like
He's planning on it.
yeah, he's building up. He's like
It's plotting. Yeah,
whenever
this is
they
part of the arc.
whenever they like get to that point where it's like they keep pushing the limit to see how close they can get until they actually do it. He's at that point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be somebody in the bar.
Yeah, sweet potatoes, trash. Pecan pie, trash.
Oh.
There's no
Is
actual pie to it. It's just
is
shit.
it a pecan or a pecan?
I say pecan.
Okay.
You say pecan?
I don't say shit.
They just don't exist.
I'm a neutral arbiter of this
Neutral.
argument.
Yeah, okay.
Just curious. It would be unethical as a journalist for me to even take a side.
I say pecan. 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 Get out of here, bro. Sounds hick as shit. Let's go get these pecan. You want some pecan pie? Like, get out of here. Want some pecan pie? That sounds bougie as shit. But pecan pie's trash. It's just like,
Dude, my dad loves it.
it's just pure sugar. It's like boomer sugar. It's like, I don't know. It's like one of their favorite sugary delivery devices. It trips me the fuck out.
Well, once I realized that pecans are just like, it's like I love peanut butter, right? Peanuts. And I'm like pecans are kind of like that.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, pecan pie is just not good.
It's not your jam.
Yeah, I guess
Well, I'm not
you would
throwing
have
it up on worst dishes. Come on.
probably arguably worst dessert dish.
No, man. I mean, I don't know. Did you think apple pie is appropriate for Thanksgiving?
Absolutely, and apple pie is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't got apple pie, shit, I ain't your guy. Don't invite me, dog. Leave. I'm staying home.
That's how American you are.
Yeah, I'll hit up Whack Arnold's and pick up some apple pie, hot apple pies to go, and drive by, and look at you and be like, I'm eating pie and you not, bitch.
Apple pie drive-by?
Yeah, apple pie drive by, dog.
Oh,
I'm loving it. Let's go.
Hold up. We didn't even announce that this is the first pod I'm recording from the Boom Boom Room in Splashpad Studios.
Oh, okay. I thought that door, that sliding barn door was looked a little different.
Yeah, you just noticed.
Well, no, I noticed it earlier, but I was gonna, maybe you're mixing it up. I didn't know. I didn't know what you're doing.
Well, I'm officially, it's like I've been paying rent here since August, but it's like I'm officially moved in, and you got the TV, I got the little Weta.
And the sliding barn door.
There you go.
Therapy question number 2. How long do you think you'd survive lost in the wilderness?
Ooh, couple weeks.
Think so?
Well, what's the climate?
Well, yeah, obviously the elements. I mean, I'm thinking like the woods, like not like smoldering hot. For the sake of like this question and longevity, you'd want it to
I think
be
this is what it is. This is what it is. It's either a very long time or a short period of time. Because it's like if you find that like a water source and a food source, then you can just go for a while. But like if you can't figure that shit out quickly, then you're done. So it's like if I'm making it past 2 weeks, I'm probably gonna be out there for a while.
And you're like.
But if I don't die within 2 weeks, yeah, I'm gonna be fucking like it's wilderness, dude.
So like if you die, it'll be quick, early.
Yeah.
That seems about right. Because like make a mistake, step on some shit, fall down something.
Well, that could happen too. I'm just saying, like, in order to survive on on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like shelter, food,
Yeah. Shelter. Food.
If you figure that out, then you have like, everything else that could fuck with you in the wilderness, but at least you have that figured out.
True. See, it'd be all the bugs and shit that fucked me up. Just
You get
being
over
like,
that shit real quick when you're
well,
cold,
no,
bro.
well, no, duh. But I'm just talking about like I wouldn't want to be getting bit by no wild ass spiders or snakes or some shit, because
No shit.
that would be a shitty way to go. Build a badass fort, got water source, vibing it out, living my best life in the wilderness. I'm like, you know what? I was lost, but I think I've been found, and I
Ooh.
just need to be out here. Cause and by the way, old Mama Huggie hit me up. I had to move some boxes and shit for her. She dropped a big old tub of books on me. Shit,
When?
hatchet in that motherfucking dog. Watch out.
When did this happen?
Like a week ago, my mom was like, "Hey, I need you to help me take the Christmas tree down." I get there, you can't get to the Christmas tree because I don't know what the fuck they did in the attic. So I spent like an hour reorganizing this shit, and she's like, "Oh, and I got you this box. This is for you. Take it home with you, like parents do, just dumping shit off on you. But it's a bunch of books." I was like, "All right, tight." And then like Hatchet was in there. I was like, "Hey, like my old paperback version, dog. Let's go." Signed by Angie LeBou. No, I'm just playing.
Get out
I'm
of
just
here.
playing. I'm just fucking. um, yeah, I'd like my chances to survive for quite a while out there.
I mean,
Just
again, it
no big
depends.
cats. No big
Not all
cats.
not all wildernesses are equal. You know, it's like, are we in the
True.
motherfucking jungle? Are we like in like the redwood forest? I don't know.
See, but I feel like if you were in like the redwood forest, you could easily survive longer.
No shit. That's what I'm saying.
You could that'd be like pretty easy.
Right. I just fucking like murder a tourist and then just like eat their
Jesus.
bodies.
See,
Allegedly.
one who's dressed warm for the day, so I have their
That's
clothes
right.
too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love North Face.
Nah, man. Patagonia out
Yeah.
here.
Oh, my bad. All right, I forgot. It got replaced by some other rich
Not
white.
that. Well, their actual headquarters is in Ventura.
Yeah. But who's the guy who owns Patagonia?
I don't know. I forget his name.
It's like some like old white dude. He's like, I used to hike.
Giving up all his money.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. He's doing some weird shit. You are president. Who were some of your cabinet picks?
So you didn't ever reply back like
The
to the
draft was a
audience?
good idea, but it was like that'd be just too much. Like
No,
I
it
was like,
wouldn't be because it would have been quick. It's just you and I, and it's like 15 spots. We just like boom, boom. It would have been a good bit. But for y'all to didn't know, I texted Joseph and said we should do a fantasy draft for our cabinet picks if we were president, and go like one by one. So it's like who you got for Secretary of State, and then we would each say who we would pick, and just go down the line. Good ass idea. Texting Joseph for the audience is like it's like 20% chance you're gonna get a reply.
that's not true.
Maybe.
That's not true.
Maybe. And I just come in like, and once you just train your friends like that, it's a superpower because like some people when you text, and if they don't respond, you're like, what the fuck? But with Joseph, he never responds. So I just expect it, and therefore like it's not offensive when he just when I tell him like, hey dude, like my grandma just died, and he just never responds. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen.
Asshole. I think I was in the thick of it when you brought it up. It's been with work. It's been crazy. Holiday week.
No, it's all good.
Let's-
So for cabinet picks, I mean, first thing that I thought of, Secretary of State. Let's elevate your boy from transportation to Secretary of State, Pete Buttigieg.
That'd be good.
Because he's got to be president one day, right? Like he thinks so. So, got to help him out. You know, that's what they gave Hillary Clinton the Secretary of State job, and then she ran for president. She just ran a shitty campaign.
Yeah, true. True.
Or, actually, he could. I mean, to be honest, Secretary of Defense is not a bad spot. He's like a veteran. One of the big boy jobs.
Department of Defense.
Yeah,
Prigozhin, dude. He's out there. We bring him in. We say, look,
he's dead.
and always maybe.
And Russian,
Let's bring him in. No,
bro.
bring your
speaking
enemies closer. And he's not Russian. He's Wagner Group. It's totally different.
No, he's really Russian. He'll tell you, dude.
No, I know.
uh, he would have killed you. R.I.P. No, speaking of the Department of Defense, Hegseth, the nominee that Trump put forth, he's like under all sorts of fire because like he couldn't run a couple like other companies and he was like real drunk. His mom emailed him and called him an abuser of women. He's got like like sexual assault charges, like not charges, like allegations. He paid the woman off, I think. Not looking good for him. I just read an article about an hour ago. Ron DeSantis, Meatball Ron, friend of the pod, is being now floated as the replacement for Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. You heard it here on the pod. Not first because I read an article, but you heard it early.
Well, I mean, he's a JAG lawyer, whatever.
Right. He was in the Navy. In the Navy, as my dad would say.
Meatball Ron, dude.
Meatball, that's so much better. I almost got like a sigh of relief.
Yeah, that is better, I
Isn't it
guess.
insane? Like when we're rooting for Ron fucking DeSantis, because also, like he's not fucking around. He's not gonna fuck around with the with the military. Like that's like a real job, and like like he is a manager of the state of Florida. Like he's not like he's just like leaps and bounds. It's like leaps and bounds better than Hegseth for sure. And it's kind of like how like Marco Rubio doesn't feel so bad at Secretary of State, even though like he's like a fucking soy boy piece of shit.
Yeah. But
That's
I
where
mean,
we're at. They just set the bar so fucking low that it's like when you get like guys that are just terrible, you're like
but what you could hope
okay, well,
for,
he's not as bad.
what you could hope for is that they like some of them get this gig and then maybe they sail off into the sunset. They Marco Rubio's replaced by somebody people like more than Marco Rubio. It's
He is
possible.
not Marco Rubio. What did I just say? That we make Pete Buttigieg Secretary of State to set him up for president. You think Marco Rubio is going to stop after Secretary of
No,
State?
but he would run and lose. I don't think Marco Rubio
Okay,
would win.
well, yeah, but he's not. He's not going off in the sunset by any fucking
But
means.
well, it's sometimes for
Well,
some of them.
depending how
For
this
some
goes,
of them,
depending how
yeah,
this goes,
exactly,
because
depending how
this
it
could be a
goes.
fucking disaster. Usually, it is a disaster for your career if you sign up with Trump. Like you're either going to jail or like being like disgraced, or turning against him and
And
then
now
becoming
he's
like an MSNBC pundit.
sign a Meatball Ron to a deal like after he beat him in a rap battle. Like, come on, man, you should sign with me. Like, what? Get out of here, bro.
He loves like a convert, somebody who was like hated him and then like kisses up to him. He loves that shit, dude.
Yeah, and I also think part of it there's like that power dynamic because now you have to be on the wagon
Be a good boy, Ronnie.
because if you're not, I'm gonna crush you.
Yeah,
It's gotta it makes
yeah. You keep your enemies closer.
exactly. So Prigozhin, Secretary of Defense.
That's not his enemy. That's his homie, dude.
True, true. I didn't even think about that. I'd be kind of giving him what he wants. He wasn't dead. He was alive the whole time. Prigozhin is back.
See, like I could go
Birthright-
on this though, like
Birthright citizenship.
like for Secretary of Defense, like Wes Moore, who's the governor of Maryland, like he's just like I think he was like a Navy SEAL, maybe. He's gonna run for president. Black guy,
Let's go.
brother.
Brother. I love it. Hey, thanks, brother. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I dapping you right now? I just feel like I'm feeding into it. I'm affirming what you want. I'm giving you what you want.
Yes, yes.
You gotta hear Jerry, who's 62, being like, hey, appreciate you, dog.
Why Jerry, bro?
Because
Why bringing Jer Bear into this?
that's something that a Jer Bear would do. Appreciate you, brother. And I'm like, shit. I have to meet you in the middle. Treasury.
Oh, I know Jamie Dimon wants it. I don't trust him. Maybe I do. I don't know. I bank with Chase on purpose because JP Morgan owns it. That'd be good. Maybe. No, I don't know if that'd be good. That'd be terrible. Maybe. I haven't. Who do you think? Let me just
See,
think for 1 second.
it'd be just funny to do kind of what Trump's doing and bring up all the people who couldn't beat him when running for the election. I'd be like, all right, Bernie Sanders, come on in here. I'd be
Oh
like
yeah.
loading
Well,
up.
but not for treasury.
Not for Treasury, but I'm just saying. So there's got to be somebody who ran for president who lost. I feel like everything's just a troll. Everything is just to troll somebody else.
But
Like,
you doesn't mean you have to do that. Like you could appoint like actual like legit people, but with a fun spin on it for the podcast. For treasury, dude. Who's oh, Mark Cuban. Hmm, 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 hmm. He's good with money.
uh,
that's all. That's all you have to do to sell shit now, dude. He's famous. He's good with money.
or you can make the conspiracy
But,
theorists
but
like flip
I
out.
actually think that he's not like that he would like wouldn't be like bought and paid for. You know,
No,
right?
Mark
Like he would have the best interest of the country.
Mark
I
Cuban
think.
Mark Cuban's like a dick in all the great ways, in my
Right.
opinion. Like,
Yeah.
and even if he's wrong, he's wrong, and he'll say he's wrong. But I appreciate that he's just like a dick and like very smart. He's so much smarter than people realize. It's like he didn't become rich not being fucking smart. I don't know how you like how
Yeah.
that works
Self-made.
out.
Self-made.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Elon
Yeah. He
Musk.
actually like made shit.
He actually
Unlike
like
Trump.
made shit, unlike Elon Musk. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, my parents have like Japanese slaves in Ohio. We make them
God damn, bro.
reap the wheat, and now I make money off of it. And I started a car company, like, or I bought a basketball team. Like, it's like, like Jerry Jones is more blue collar, put by your bootstraps than fucking Elon Musk is. Anyways, I digress. Therapy question number 4. Do presidents misuse the pardon system? We just saw that Hunter Biden just got pardoned.
Shout out. Oh, city boys up. City boys up.
That is kind of city boys up. And
That's the definition of.
but do you?
No. The answer is no. They does Trump? Yeah, when when he pardoned Manafort and Roger Stone. Like remember
And
Russia's a hoax.
Blagojevich.
All these fools get no. Well, I don't know about that. But
Blagojevich
like
is a piece of shit.
okay, but all these dudes who got arrested because of the Mueller report. Uh, that Trump had to pardon, who they actually went to and served time in prison, and he pardoned to get them out. Like, like I don't know how that's like a hoax. That just like that happened.
But it is a bad look.
Okay, but this
Hold
is
on,
this,
hold on.
Let me
No.
just finish my thought. It cannot be misused. It is you just get it, dude. You just get to do it as the president, and the American people are like, we're gonna give you this power, and that's it, bro. Like I don't think that you could actually misuse it.
Do you think it's not used enough?
uh yeah, for sure. Like I know like so Barack Obama, like when he was president, he had like a commission, and they were like gonna go find all these people who had like non-violent like low like drug crimes,
Yeah.
like were there just for possession, and like this like a task force, and like they were like in the number of people that they like vetted, because like they did, it's like you don't want to let out the wrong person, so it's like it was like minuscule, that they like, even though they had this whole team like dedicated to doing it, like the amount of people that they were like willing to like do it, and like how long it took, it was like, so yeah, for sure I think that 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 it could be used like that in mass for stupid fucking shit crimes like that. um but if I'm president and my son has been like a political fucking tool of the right, and the psycho dictators coming in who's like talked about my son and prosecuting him like openly, of course I'm gonna fucking pardon him, like absolutely, like yeah, even without all of that I'm doing it anyways, because like it's my fucking son. Who gives a shit? I have the power, I'm gonna do it. And if I'm Biden, I'm 80 fucking 2. Like, yeah, what? Yeah, of course nobody's gonna even care. Bill Clinton pardoned his brother on the way out, and then that was like a big scandal. And it's like, who gives a shit? Like, like, yeah, go get your homies on your way out. Like, you
Yeah,
have the chance.
but
Like,
I'm
but
just
but I
saying.
don't think he does it. I don't think he does it if Kamala is elected
No, I think yeah, he's doing it to protect him and make sure
from other shit.
from other shit and other people
Like,
because he knows that.
he wouldn't even got prosecuted like to the extent that he is right now if it wasn't political in the first place. Like, it's a tax evasion thing. He already paid the taxes back,
Yeah,
you know. So it's like they usually, when that happens, they'll just like, okay, we're good. But no, So it's like, I don't know, like the fucking pardons that Trump's talking about, pardoning everybody from January 6th, all of them. Like the January 6th choir would like the most fascist shit ever. like like that, like he's pardoning them. He's talking about, he was selling pardons. Remember, we covered it on the
yeah,
podcast. He was selling them for 2 million, 1 million for Rudy Giuliani, 1 million for Trump.
yeah.
Like what, he pardoned Jared Kushner's dad, and then he just named him ambassador to France. Like, what are we talking about? Manafort, Roger Stone, uh Blagojevich, I think that's fine. Blagojevich,
Yeah, but Blagojevich.
for the audience, was the governor of Illinois, and whenever Barack Obama got elected president, his Senate seat was like vacated, and the governor gets to appoint that person, and he was just like selling it, and they like
No, they had him
recorded
on
him.
recording. And he's like, "So how much you want to pay me?" He's like, "I got a golden ticket,
Yeah, I
and
got
I'm
a
not
golden
giving."
fucking
Yeah,
ticket.
I got a golden fucking ticket. I'm not giving this shit away for free. Very
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
Um,
I think that's fine. And he was on he might have been in jail for like other things. I don't know.
and then
Like
he got out and like his
he was
dark
on a
jet black hair was just like ghost white, dude. So it
yeah,
didn't lose a strand, but it was just like ghost white.
but he was on like Celebrity Apprentice, so he was like homies with Trump.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I love
That's
you,
fine.
blue goy, blue
But like
goy.
when you pardon yourself, like, I mean, I guess that should be a misuse. Like, that's for the Supreme Court to decide, which I'm sure they would say it's completely fine as
They'd
long
be
as
like,
it's
yeah,
Donald Trump
yeah,
doing
Trump
it.
can do it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Harlan Crow?
Yeah, what
It's
the fuck?
fine. It's fine. Well, me, Clarence, my own clear thought and minds, I think that I think you can do that. I gotta go. I got a helicopter picking me up. I'm on my way to Aruba. Fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
so I mean, I don't know. Clutch your pearls, libtards. But I just think it's fine that he did it, dude. Like, whatever. Like, like like I sent it to the group text, and the quant was like, seems legit. And it's like, it is what it is to
Well,
me.
no, I mean if you think about it, like yeah, they're totally coming after him, and they would continue.
Right.
And if Biden like leaves office and is like passes away, let's say Biden passes away in like the next 4 years, oh my God, they're coming after him so hardcore. It'd be, but of course, everybody on the right's freaking out. Like, how could he do this?
Yeah. Well, guess what? Like anybody at the right has anything to say about this, they need to shut the fuck up and look in a mirror, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Trump, like, just he wasn't handing out pardons. He was trying to sell them. He was giving pardons to all the Russian assets that he has like collected around him, just so they could like not talk.
Yeah. What do you think about the Tulsi Gabbard?
For national intelligence.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, dumb.
She,
She's a Russian asset. Dumb.
that's what everyone says. Like, she's just a Russian asset.
Like, clearly, she was hanging out with Bashar al-Assad, dude, who's like, propped up by the Russians and the Iranians. All she does is just do like Moscow talking points, dude. She loves it. She's like under investigation for she was like on like under the investigation of the FBI, like because of like her like suspicious travel
Huh.
while she was like a sitting representative. How do you have suspicious travel as a representative? You're like, it's like that's your job, is to travel. And they're like, yeah, but this bitch is traveling to weird places.
Yeah, she's going all over the place.
And not all over the place, but just certain places.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a bad look But yeah, the president can pardon whoever the fuck they want.
Right.
I would like pardon people posthumous of like OJ.
I think like yeah,
Pardon.
pardoning
I'd pardon
people
OJ.
when pardoning people when it has no connection to you committing a crime, I think whatever, you know. That's just what it is. Like that's a part of the law too.
Uh,
But like when it's like if it's like used to like for you to cover up your own crimes, well, okay, then that's the misuse of the pardon power.
So supposedly, OJ Simpson's old bodyguard has an audio recording, I
I
think,
saw this.
of him confessing, and the cops have it right now.
I mean, how real is that? I thought that was clickbait.
Maybe we'll see, man. I
Did you
hope.
click on it?
I hope it's no. I don't want a virus, but I hope it's. I hope it's not real.
That's like when that reminded me of whenever they said they had like the confession of like the Tupac's killer like maybe a year ago or something, 6 months ago in Vegas.
That that motherfucker confessed like 9 times. He was on
Yeah,
like DJ Vlad. He's like, yeah, I shot him. This is what we did. This is how we did it, and no one went after him
yeah,
till the very end.
but is that still is it real? Like whatever happened, it felt like that just went away
I think he's in prison.
because of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Are they like awaiting trial for a Keefe D? Although I think Keefe D maybe died. One of the like no Keefe D's the only one left alive. Everybody else is like dead. So everybody else that was in the car has already passed away.
That's right.
But he was like running, talking to everybody about it. No Jumper. He's like, oh yeah, we shot that motherfucker. They're like, holy shit! Like you're just talking about this so openly.
All right,
Do you need a break or are you good?
I'm good. All right, first article is brought to you by Popular Mechanics. Jackie Appel. A scientist says humans will go backwards in time within just 5 years. It'll certainly take some work. Computer scientist and futurist Ray Kurzweil believes humanity will achieve longevity escape velocity in just 5 years. The concept basically states that due to medical and technological advances, we will soon reach a point where our life expectancies lengthen by more than 1 year per year, effectively giving us time back on the clock. This is a very controversial concept and one that, even if possible, would require widespread access to cutting edge medical technology. Death and taxes, the twin inevitabilities of human life, at least for the moment. If you ask some of the most prominent futurists in the world, death may not be on that admittedly short and cliche list for so much longer. There's a controversial idea floating around the futurist community of longevity escape velocity. It sounds super sci fi, but it's basically the idea that as our life extension technology gets better, our life expectancy could increase by more than we age over a set period of time. For example, as medical innovations continue to move forward, we would still age a year over the span of a year, but our life expectancy would go up by, say, a year and 2 months, meaning we would functionally get 2 months of life back. In March of this year, Ray Kurzweil, former Google engineer and prominent AI centric futurist, told multiple outlets that he believed humanity would achieve longevity escape velocity by 2029. Past 2029, you'll get back more than a year. Go backwards in time, Kurzweil said in an interview with the venture capital and private equity firm Bessemer Venture Partners. Once you can get back at least a year, you've reached longevity escape velocity. That may seem like a remarkably near future, but Kurzweil seems convinced, largely because medical advancement seems to be speeding up. We got the COVID vaccine out in 10 months, he said in the interview. It took 2 days to create it because we sequenced through several billion different mRNA sequences in 2 days. There's many other advances happening. We're starting to see simulated biology being used, and that's one of the reasons that we're going to make so much progress in the next 5 years.
So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
The first person to live to 150 years.
Has already been born.
Boom.
Ancient astronaut theorists believe.
Yeah.
And they're ancient. Like, how can they not know what they're talking about? They've been around for a long time. Theorizing.
So I wonder what it is right now, though. Like, if so, it's like you're getting a year and 2 months back for every year. Like what are we getting back now?
Probably nothing.
Well, no. Well, definitely not white guys because our in America because our life expectancy has gone down recently. But no, because life expectancy has gradually gone up. You're getting
Obama,
something back.
Obama 2028. Let's go. Michelle. Um, that'd just be wild to get a year and 2 months back every year. Yeah, you would just reach like the state of like, where.
Well, I mean, there's got to be a time where it's like they're saying it stops. Like that's why I think they're saying in five. No, I guess it was going to happen in 5 years. But if it just kept happening, you just become a baby.
It's like, or it might be frozen in time.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Yeah,
Especially because we wouldn't be that old when this shit pops off.
exactly. Won't be too old. We
We'll
won't
be
be.
perfect. Yeah. We'll be like, yeah, we won't be like weirdly young for how like wise we are, but we're like we're adults. We're fully formed adults, but we haven't broken yet.
Yeah, still have a little bit of glimmer of hope.
Early 40s, baby. Get the Botox out.
A couple units. Yeah,
For my migraine.
that's crazy. Although I do like how he's just like, we got the COVID vaccine super quick. He's jumping.
2 days.
But it's like he's theorizing it based off of these things. Well, there's going to be some big advancements that have to be huge jumps in the next 5 years.
Well, that's what it is, bro. That's what Moore's law is like. The shit's doubled for half the price every fucking 18 months, and then it's like even like gone to like every like 6 months because of this shit, like AI. Like, of course, I mean, if it's already on the track going that way, it's gonna get accelerated. We're in the age of acceleration.
Gotta always lean back through David Blaine shit. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if Ray's right.
We'll be there.
We will. I'm down. Could be lit.
Okay, next article from USA Today by Thao Nguyen and Brian Day. Man accused of trying to smuggle meth-caked clothing on flight from LAX to Australia. Prosecutors indicted a California man on Tuesday after he allegedly tried to smuggle more than 70 pounds of clothing caked with methamphetamine onto an Australia-bound flight out of the Los Angeles International Airport earlier this month. Raj Matharu, 31 of Northridge, faces only one count of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, according to U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California. Prosecutors accused Matharu of possessing 2 suitcases that contained more than I thought he was like wearing this shit. That contained more than a dozen clothing items covered in methamphetamine. Matharu had checked the suitcases, one pink and one gray, on his November 6th United Airlines flight that was traveling from the Los Angeles International Airport to Sydney, Australia, according to court documents obtained by USA Today. After Matharu released the 2 luggages to United Airlines, prosecutors said screening officers who x-rayed the luggage noticed irregularities. Screening personnel then pulled the suitcases for secondary inspection by U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers, court documents state. Upon opening the suitcases, law enforcement found the suitcases contained more than a dozen white or light-colored clothing items that were dried stiff and covered in a white residue, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement Tuesday. Prosecutors said law enforcement field tested a sample of the white residue, which tested positive for methamphetamine. The total weight of the clothing items was about 71.5 pounds, and law enforcement later extracted over 2 pounds of meth from the suitcases, according to the prosecutors. The methamphetamine-caked clothes consisted of a variety of items ranging from shirts and sweaters to socks and boxers, court documents show. They also included a set of onesie pajamas fashioned to look like a cow. Court documents state that it was likely the clothing was washed in methamphetamine and then left to dry. The CBP officers intercepted Matharu on a jet bridge as he tried to board his flight, where he admitted to owning the suitcases and was later arrested, according to the documents. He's free on a $10,000 bond and is scheduled to be arraigned on Monday in the U.S. District Court in downtown L.A., prosecutors said. If convicted as charged, he could face a minimum sentence of 10 years in federal fucking prison. Damn.
There's a picture of the cow head. That's awesome. Um, that's kind of smart. I'm just saying, it's creative. That's a methy way to try to get something out of an airport. We'll soak it in and we'll dry it and we'll put the cow in there because no one's gonna fuck with us with the cow outfit. I look like a family man.
Just flooding Australia market with 2 pounds of meth if you get through there. Like, that's crazy.
It's a lot of meth.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot of money. No, it's definitely a lot of money.
But like, how do you get it out of the clothes? So many questions. That's crazy. And obviously, not the first time. I mean,
the cops got it out. They waited. It's meth, bro. You know, I mean.
No, I know. I'm just wondering how they extract it. Like, what's the, do you like soak it?
You get some meth heads. Get some people on meth, and then be like, "Yo, get this meth out of this clothes," and they'll get it out quickly.
They'll be like, okay,
yeah,
I can get a little bit, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if you do a good job. That's wild, though. I mean, that's the worst place to be busted with drugs.
International airport.
It's an international airport going out of the country. One time as I was living in Austin, I had court for a ticket, and I rode my bike to court, and I was going to work later, and I had a big old sack of weed in my backpack. I didn't even think about it. So I'm walking into like the courthouse on 6th Street in downtown Austin, and I'm walking in.
Don't incriminate yourself.
This is years ago. I'm not. I'm walking in, and I see that there's like a metal detector, and they scan your bag and shit. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I walk in, I turn around and walk out. Go to the front of the building, and there's a shit ton of bushes. Pull this big bag of weed out, put it in the bushes, just stick it in the bushes in front of the police station. Walk inside, go to court, and then lock my bike up again. Go in, go to court, leave, walk out, grab it, ride my bike off.
It was still there.
Yeah, I was still there.
What a come up for somebody if they came across that.
Or what, like a shitty way. They'd be like, oh, did you just leave court? Well, go back in. We found your bag of weed. Like someone saw you from the window. What are you doing?
No, dude. Anybody who found that just gonna keep it. They're not gonna like turn it in.
But I'm saying, what if it was found by a cop? That would suck.
They're keeping it.
He's like, that black guy was over in those bushes. It looks pretty suspicious. And then he actually finds weed. He's like, aha! I told you. Like, damn it. I just reaffirm everything he already thinks. That would be terrible. Right? Anytime I knew somebody was like kind of racist and they caught me doing something or being a dick, it was like, shit. Like, this doesn't help my case. Like, I'm not helping my people.
You're bringing the culture back.
Yeah, I'm not helping my people forward. Like, I'm not helping them defeat stereotypes. Like when we were garage hopping.
Do you feel that responsibility?
I mean, I bet you those people that we stole that beer from, that guy, just the way he yelled and that, like, the way, like, they drove like they were racist. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't. No, they weren't racist before.
No, if they weren't,
they're playing footsie. They're playing footsie with the racism. You know, they lived in South Lake, but
he's
now they're the most hardcore.
He's like, I like American History X, but only the first like 20 minutes. Yeah. I don't know why. The rest after that, it gets boring to me. You're like, huh, man, that's weird. Yeah. So it's pretty positive after that. That's kind of weird that you don't. Okay. And now, but then, then they saw me in my red and white Hawaiian shorts, running out with a Dillard's,
running out of their neighbor's garage with like some beers,
with Dillard's bag full of beers.
Because it was the baby driver in the Volvo ready to go.
Yeah, and now they really don't like black people. That's definitely a fact. They voted for Trump 5 times. They were writing Trump's name in whenever
they were committing voter fraud to vote for Trump more.
Yeah, just like hoping. I'm just gonna write his name in on the ballot. Maybe one day Donald Trump will just.
Oh yeah. Even when he wasn't running.
When he wasn't running, they were just writing his name in.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's like, I hate Herman Cain. I was like, oh man. So
I hate black keys on the piano.
so me getting a pizza oven, it just he's like, damn, no, I really don't like this guy because I was turning into Herman Cain, who I hated, and he tried to infiltrate us. Herman Cain was deep state, man. Come on,
It was deep state.
Pizzagate. Come on, dude.
That was in Pennsylvania. No, but DC.
Well, it's everywhere, man.
DC. Okay.
Meth cow. That's tight though. That's really smart. Like that's impressive. Terrible. Don't do drugs, but that's pretty tight. Pretty cool. I fucks with it.
Next article, NBC News. Peter Guo, Jennifer Jett, and Brian Chang. Australia passes landmark social media ban for children under 16. The ban, among the toughest in the world, has broad public support, but has been criticized by experts who say it could have unintended negative consequences. I'll just keep on moving. Australian lawmakers on Thursday approved a landmark ban on social media for children under 16. The ban, which aims to address the impact of excessive social media use on children's physical and mental health, affects social media platforms including X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Reddit, but not YouTube. So this law actually affects these platforms specifically: X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Reddit, but YouTube is not a part of the law. The platforms which bear sole responsibility for enforcement have 1 year to figure out how to implement the age limit, which is the highest set by any country. Okay, stop there. These people can make like billions of dollars targeting you specifically. They know exactly who the fuck you are. Like the fact that they need a year to figure out who's underage and who's not. It's like y'all are sending them like, fucking like Nickelodeon ads. Like that they're underage.
Yeah.
Like that's your job, is to know your customer, right? To
Yeah, for
target
sure.
them with ads. So don't fucking tell us that you need a year to figure this shit out. Okay.
That's just like shit. We got to ride this wave
Yeah, well, they just don't want to spend the money. Like they obviously
and
know how to do this,
go to court.
Or lose the business.
No, or go to court.
Yeah. If there are systematic failures to keep children from having accounts, the platforms are liable for fines up to 50 million Australian dollars, $33 million. Senators debated the legislation late into the night on the last day of their parliamentary session, which Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's center-left Labour government had targeted as the deadline for it to pass. The bill, which is also largely supported by the opposition Liberal Party, passed the Australian House of Representatives on Wednesday by a vote of 102 to 13. So you're telling me that the two governments in Australia is the center-left Labour government who's in charge, and the opposition is the Liberal Party? That sounds tight.
Yeah.
Supporters of the ban have cited the effect of harmful depictions of body image on girls and the effect of misogynistic content on boys. Its passage comes after a series of Australian teenagers died by suicide over what their families said was online bullying. The basis for this is that there is a feeling amongst the majority of Australians that social media does more harm than good. What do you think about this?
I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Totally. Like it's insane that how they that parents let this shit like get out of control with like phones in schools. Like I could not imagine that they would let us do that shit like when we were kids. And then like that they're on social media. But like the problem is because the cat is out of the bag and everybody's on it, like you're even more depressed if you're like the one kid whose parents don't let you on it.
Yeah.
So it has to be like a collective like agreement, and having a law like this, like boom, it's like now it's like you can't have it. It's against the law, and everybody does it. Everybody's gonna be actually happier. They've done like experiments with like the no phones in schools. Like they're actually doing it, but they've like tested it, and it's like kids are like happier. It's just like if you're the only one without the phone and everybody else does, then you're bummed out. But if nobody has the phone, then you get to like hang out with each other like we did when we were in school, and it's way better than like everybody just like on their own shit, like staring in their phone.
Yeah, and the trouble we'd get into, well, we got in trouble. It wasn't like weird online shit where we're like bullying people and making
Right.
videos and all sorts of crazy shit.
Right. Like fuck that. Like,
Getting in
you know,
fights and recording them. If you got in a fight,
right.
it was like, don't tell anybody, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, and then kids have no need for this shit. There's no need for it. Like, you know.
Other than to consume time and distract. And it's like, there's,
Right.
you know, we're seeing these generations of kids who are grown up being like, here's mommy's phone. Go play your games. Go play Candy
Right.
Crush. Watch videos.
Even people like I've seen it like yeah, like I'll just not name names, but like where there's like when they're like pregnant, you know, like it's like, oh, our kid's never gonna have a screen, and then it's like way sooner than even like you would normally think, like, you know, this would happen. Like that kid's like got an iPad. You're like, what? It's like fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
It's just like I think it is. Like I don't have a kid, so I'm not here to like I don't know how it goes, but I'm just saying like screen. I think screens and cell phones is a whole different argument than social media. I think both are bad for their own reasons,
Yeah.
but the social media is definitely bad, and it's like, you know, it's like not a necessity of anybody's life like in social media, you know. It's like, I mean, it like people who make money on it, like obviously, like, but my point is
But then you see the dark side
just
of that too.
like
You
just
see the dark side of people that are just like influencers and use social
of course
media
there's
to
a
make.
dark side of everything. My point is like the product in itself, social media is not a necessity of life, so we don't need to like it's not like, oh my, like they have to be on it. No.
No, for sure. Definitely. There's no need to a certain extent for them to be on it as young as you see people getting on it.
And knowing that there's so many bad side effects like of it, and like so many, and like you know, it's like kids are way too overprotected in real life and way underprotected online. Like
Yeah.
there's like just like getting hit with predators like all the time. Like I was hearing like this fucking story, like, you know, like playing like like fucking Roblox, like people like, you know, they like predators on there and shit, like messaging like people. It's like it's everywhere, bro. Like
Oh, dude, there's some wild videos of some kid who gave his address to somebody on Roblox, and he like showed up to the house of some like 40-year-old man,
yeah, dude.
like some
Like
weird on some weird shit.
yeah, like on like yeah, like the shit's like the wild wild west out there.
But I mean, it's true, and
And it's really bad on social media, like I hear, like for like it's like some crazy percentage of like girls like under the age of like 16 have been like solicited like on like, you know, like on Instagram or Facebook, like Snapchat or something,
yeah, I
if that's the right word. So like to like hit up.
crazy story. I mean, I used to work with a guy who always gave me weird vibes. Always fucking hated this dude. Just douchey Chad type guy. But you know, guys know guys. I'm like, there's something off about this dude that just makes me kind of weary. And then, what was it? I guess it was a little over a year ago. There's a Instagrammer and TikToker Goobu. He does like videos where he catches people that work in like the fitness community who like doctor their photos, or dudes who are like convicted of assault or all sorts of stuff, and then like try to lie about who they are and work in gyms. Like, 'cause he's just like an exposing TikToker dude, and he did a whole expose on the guy I used to work with because he was a fitness trying to be a fitness influencer in like the Dallas Fort Worth area, and like was being creepy as shit on Instagram, and then creepy as shit on Snapchat with like decoy dude bolted and ran. Nobody's seen him since. He ghosted the state of Texas, left, deleted all of his socials, but the video that was posted had like 3 million views. Before,
What?
but he had an open public profile. So before it was up for about an hour before he realized that his Instagram had exploded with people leaving comments and all sorts of crazy stuff, and he just deleted everything.
That's the kind of like
And I was like,
hole, like
I was like, I knew.
goob you can just like blow your shit up like that.
I'll send you some. I'll send you the
I
episode.
don't like. Why are you following somebody who destroys the fitness community?
Well, he's cleaning up the fitness community.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. Uh, why is this a part of your daily consumption? Where? How did you?
Well,
How did you find this?
somebody that we mutually worked with, this guy sent it to me. It was like, did you?
Oh, you only heard about it because
Yeah,
of this guy.
only yeah,
Oh, I see.
because
I
of
see.
it, and
I see.
someone sent it to me, and I was like, holy shit! And then I was like, who is this dude? And I was
I
like,
was thinking that this is something that you watch on the reg, and
no,
then
no, 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 no,
your
no.
boy pops up.
I
I'm
didn't know
like,
what the
what?
fuck it was. I don't like
Okay,
follow any like fitness people like that.
okay, okay,
But somebody sent me that, and I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
okay. I got one and final article just to because we like to shit on your boy Elon. His a couple things here. His pay package. I'll just read this article first. The Wall Street Journal. Musk's multi-billion-dollar pay package is rejected again by judge by Sean McClain. Tesla's board had argued that a shareholder vote earlier this year addressed the court's previous criticisms. A Delaware judge upheld her earlier ruling striking down Elon Musk's multi-billion-dollar pay package, plunging Tesla's board into more uncertainty over how to compensate its superstar chief executive for a decade of work. The court's decision follows a shareholder vote earlier this year approving the pay package for a second time. Tesla had argued that the vote addressed many of the court's criticisms that Musk's compensation deal had been flawed, partly because of insufficient disclosures to shareholders. The judge, Chancellor Kathleen McCormick, had in January ordered the entire package be rescinded, saying directors were beholden to Musk and the approval process for the pay deal was tainted and lacked transparency. McCormick said in her latest opinion that she wasn't swayed by the second shareholder vote. Lawyers for Tesla and Musk got creative, in quotes, with their arguments to overturn her prior ruling, but ultimately their position was backed up by legal precedent, she added. She also said there were no grounds to reverse a ruling based on evidence occurring after the trial's end, and that Tesla's disclosures to shareholders in June contained multiple material misstatements that made it ineffective. The judge additionally ruled on the legal fees for the plaintiff's attorneys in the case, saying their original request for $5.6 billion was a bold ask in a case about excessively high executive compensation. Instead, McCormick said the lawyers representing Tesla shareholder Richard Tornetta are entitled to $345 million in either cash or Tesla shares. Tesla and Musk can appeal the ruling. Tesla's stock was down 1% in after hours trading on Monday following the release of the judge's decision. The ruling marks another setback for Tesla's directors, who have said the record stock option deal was necessary to ensure Musk stay focused on the car maker at the same time it is facing slower growth in its automotive business. Just for so whenever they first struck this down, the shit because it's like in like vested shares or whatever, like was worth $50 billion. Now because of like after the election and Tesla's stocks like way the fuck up, the pay package would actually now be $100 billion that they're going to give their CEO. Like when CEOs get paid out like $400 million in a golden parachute, people are freaking out. $100 billion, that would make him double as rich as the second richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. If that went through, double the second person, dude. Like, and we're talking billions of dollars. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, Cybertruck production has slowed down over in Texas, Austin, Texas. They've actually told the people working on the Cybertrucks that they didn't have to come in for 3 days of work this week because they just didn't need them. And like that was after they've been giving them like different tasks, like cleaning up like the factory and shit. They're only like selling like 50,000, which is like I don't know. He said he wanted to get to 250,000 a year. So Cybertruck's not working out, dude. Shocker. Spoiler alert.
Well, I mean, what, he just gets rid of it?
I don't know, dude. He like banked the whole company like basically on this like bet that he was going to be selling like a quarter mil of these trucks because there's like 2 million. Like he's going after the truck market. That's what he said. The shit's not a truck. It doesn't function like a truck. So like that was dumb to think about anyways. Like it should be like the luxury. I have too much fucking money market.
Crossover. It's a crossover. It's like an oversized crossover.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but it's a catastrophe is what it is. Like I mean, how many recalls it's had like already? Because like the last one, it was like the power, like you would lose power to the fucking wheels. Was like the last one.
Yeah.
like he so 2 million trucks in the United States or North America, I should say, because we have the free trade agreement for now. Sold, and he wanted to take 1/8 of the market, so 250,000 trucks a year, and he's at 50,000, and people aren't signing up. So like 2 million people pre-ordered the Cybertrucks, and it's not even close to that many people who are actually going through because all you needed to do was put down $100 deposit to pre-order it. Turns out, so that's still like $200 million you just made right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. But uh, but yeah, not like most of those people were not serious, so they're not actually buying them. It's kind of like whenever it was like that Trump rally, and like he thought all those people were gonna show up because they all like flooded like and said they were gonna be there with the tickets, and it's like some K-pop shit.
Yeah, it was all like the TikTok K-pop kids bought them
Yeah,
all.
yeah, and then nobody was there. Same,
Yeah.
same thing happened to Elon. He's like, "Oh, 2 million people want the Cybertruck. Let's build factories." And it's like, nope, you guys can't even come to work.
They don't come in.
Can you imagine your job? They're just like, we
We
don't
don't
have
have the work, and I'm busy trying to get $100 billion to stay focused on this
from this company.
from y'all. So
Yeah.
I gotta go. No, I mean it's not shocking, but yeah, I mean there's been a lot of production quality issues, and I mean, of course the stock's gonna go up, and everything he's talking about now is like Doge, Doge, Doge. Oh, government efficiency bullshit. He's such a tool. Um, like I really can't stand him. I really can't stand him.
I saw somebody. They're like how they got the idea for the Cybertruck, like the body shape for the Cybertruck, and they like had a picture of Elon looking like doughy as fuck, and they like outlined
Yeah.
his body and then like turned it around, and I was like,
He shares AI generated images of himself so much on X. It's crazy. Like none of
funny
these
because
are. You don't look like any of these pictures, man. It's just all like AI, like him in front of an American flag, like all sorts of goofy shit, and it's all fake. It's like the Trump stuff, like the Trump trading cards. You're like, oh, he's got like an 8-pack in this. No, Trump.
oh,
Is not.
is he selling it as it's real? Because like I've done that too. Whenever like the technology came out on Meta, like on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, but if you were doing it like 8 times a day, like my great aunt Ruth, I'd tell you to chill the fuck out.
Nah, nah. I did it a few times with myself, and then but I do it a lot with my dogs because my dad can't like he like can't type anymore, but he can send like images, so he sends me images like on Instagram or Facebook, and then like I'll just like create an AI image of like their dog like doing something and then send it back, and then that's how I got into like
See, but
making
that's
those of myself.
sweet. But you're not just like creating AI images of yourself constantly, and that's all you post.
No, but
Yeah.
I could
I mean,
if
you
you don't
could.
stop me. If you don't
Yeah,
stop me,
I would
bro.
stop. I would stop you. You'd be like, "Who's at the door? Knock that shit off, bro." Splash pad takeover.
Right, the Boom Boom Room at the Splash Pad Studios.
But I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not. Of course, now that it's up, he's like, "Oh, let's try to get that going again. Let's try to get me my money."
Well, I just
Just
think it was like it was on a track to go again. Anyways, but it got rejected. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
he's gonna be
He
busy.
doesn't need the fucking money, dude. He's got 333 billion fucking dollars.
Yeah, he's gonna go to Mars with that money.
Dude, go. Could not happen faster.
That would be funny if he left. Everyone's like, "Bye."
Oh.
Well, you just froze. I didn't hear what you said. You're not anymore.
I played in a tournament
How'd it go?
since we were gone. So I dropped my phone in a jacuzzi on a Saturday, working on a Saturday. Thought I put it in my pocket, and then my podcast that I was listening to just stopped. And then I was like, went to go grab it out of my pocket. I was wearing like snowboard pants, kind of, and wasn't in there. I'm like looking around. It's at the bottom of a jacuzzi. And like I think I had like a hairline crack in the back of it, so I think that's how water got in, and it just fucked it up. So, anyways, didn't have a phone, but so I go play in a tournament, live tournament. It's like 26 people. Got fourth.
Okay.
Got my money back.
Okay.
So top three actually make the money, but when it got down to four of us, we all like were like, so fourth person gets their money back, and we were like, yeah. This fucking dick who was not the chip leader, the hand before, he just like won a big hand on some bullshit, and we're like, yeah, money back. So money back would be $70 because it's $60 buy-in, but then you can drop an extra 10 to get 2,000 extra chips.
Of course.
Yeah, but it doesn't go into the prize pool. It goes to the staff. So 70 would be the total. And he's like, no, 70 is too much. He goes, I'm the chip leader, and I think 70 is too much coming out of the first place prize. Like, it wouldn't be all 70 out of the first place. And I go, dude, I hope you get fourth place. And then, so we negotiated down to 60. So I got 60 back.
That's lame.
I know.
I'm the chip lead, and I think
but the blinds were so high at that point, like it was crazy. Like they were 3,000. So if you're big blind, you have to put up the ante, which is 3,000, and then the big blind, which is 3,000. That was the time that I got bounced out. Like I just had to make a move. I had like 13,000 at one point, and I was just like, So I was about to be big blind, so I pushed with like Queen Jack, and pre-flop. It's like nothing I could do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least
it was a good run.
Yeah, at least you did fourth.
Yeah. And I got there super late. I got there like after the full hour had gone by, or hour and a half ago. No, hour had gone by of late registration. Then there's a break. I got there during the break, came in, so the blinds were already high when I got there, and I battled to fourth place. It's tight.
That's good. We're proud of you. Got anything else for us today? Any deep words?
Meditate, bitches.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment. We appreciate you listening, watching, whatever. 162. Pardon me. I'm high. Pardon me, please, because I'm high, and that'd be great. And then I wouldn't be so paranoid about being high if I was pardoned.
Get out of Texas, bro. Get out of Texas.
Yeah, money's too good, man. Maybe one of these days. No, I mean, I moved back because my family's here. So it's like my dad, my mom.
Man.
Same reason you're in Cali. Family. We're at that age.
No, dude. Palm trees and pussy out here, dude. Sorry, shorty.
And on that note, please, you guys, check us out next week. Stay strong, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and as always, go fuck yourselves.
Shout out.
Recording stopped.